On behalf of Sky Yoga Online, I am Professor G.K. Bharati, welcoming you all to today's special lecture. We all know that Sunday is a special day for us. Why? Apart from having online meditation, Kayakalpa yoga, and simplified physical exercises, we have a special lecture on Vethathiri topics too. Today also, we have one such lecture to enjoy Vethathiri. Dear friends, we all know very well how important sleep is to one's life. Many spend sleepless nights, whereas many spend life sleeping the whole day too. To lead a healthy life, we need to learn the science of sleep and follow its suit. We have with us Dr. M.K. Janaki Raman to explain this to us today. His topic is science of sleep. Before handing over the mic to him, I would like to share a short introduction about him. Professor M.K. Janaki Raman, Dr. M.K. Janaki Raman, has worked in top positions in well-known IT firms in India and also in Muscat. Attracted and transformed by Vethathiri, he has become a true Vethathirian now, serving all over the world. He is into Vethathiri for more than 20 years. He is a great motivator, cognitive psychologist, and family counselor. He has many accolades to his credit. Attracted by his social service to society, he was offered honorary doctorate in psychology by Global Human Peace University. He offers his counseling to villages adopted by VSP of WCSC. He has helped many transform their lives to good, better, and best. He offers all these services free of cost. Dear friends, he is instrumental in developing Sky Yoga online services. And presently, he is the Director of Digital Solutions, WCSC. On behalf of Sky Yoga Online English Meditation Group, and also participants of today, and also on my own, I welcome Dr. M.K. Janaki Raman. Dr. Janaki Ramanaya, mic is yours. You can proceed. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor. Thank you very much. Valga Vayyagam, Valga Vayyagam, Valga Valamudan. Be blessed by the divine. It's an honor and privilege to be part of this august audience and share with all of you my thoughts on science of sleep. I'll do a small presentation. Just a minute. Actually, yeah. So today, we're going to talk something in detail about sleep. Sleep is something which we cannot be without. It's extremely important. Sleep helps us achieve what we want to achieve in our lives. Today, we're talking about sleep, which is one of the most important thing for any person, with animals, sometimes even plants or human beings. If you are sleep deprived, a lot of ailments which can come into you. Today, we meet a lot of people who say they cannot sleep at all. I'm not able to get sleep. I just sleep for a few hours. Now, let us dive into what is sleep and how to go about handling it better. To understand some basics of sleep. Sleep, as we said, is a very important part of daily life. Almost 1/3 of our lifetime we spend in sleeping. We normally say we sleep for 8 hours. So if we just divide by 24 hours by 1/3, it is 8 hours of sleep is 1/3. It could be varying from people to people. Somebody who is old, sick, or children, they sleep for longer hours. And sleep prepares us for a beautiful day. Suppose we don't sleep properly, the next day will be hell. Sometimes we see, look at people, they're very tired. You ask them, what happened? No, I could not sleep last night. So sleep is extremely important in our daily life. What's more important is, it is not the number of hours that you sleep. What is important is how quality is your sleep is. I meet a lot of people. I do counseling. I meet a lot of people. They all come and tell me they're not able to sleep properly. Okay, when do we sleep? For to sleep very well, there are two things required. One, your body should become physically tired, and your mind should be mentally cool, peaceful. If these two are not achieved, obviously you will not be able to sleep. Suppose you're not tired at all, obviously you will not sleep. Suppose you are in so many thoughts, you are being bothered by so many thoughts, obviously you cannot sleep. So these two are the mandatory things to help you to sleep. Okay, now let us understand, why should I sleep at all? If your mind and body has got to be healthy, you've got to sleep. Only in your deep sleep, okay, your body gets the required energy and gets ready for the beautiful next day. When you are asleep, your brain is very busy. There's something called brain plasticity. It's basically the capacity of the brain to extend, to take a lot more information. As you are younger and younger in life, the plasticity is very high. As you go older and grow older and older, the plasticity comes down. So when you are in deep sleep, the brain works very well, and it ensures that all the sediments, all the unnecessary things are removed from the body, toxins are removed, and the body gets absolutely ready for the next day. And when you sleep very well, your memory is very good. You're able to understand what happened, okay, where you went, what thoughts are all. Sometimes you don't remember names. Okay, so if somebody don't sleep properly, obviously you'll not remember things. And as I told earlier, it removes the toxins, the waste, unnecessary things from your body when you're sleeping. The immunity system definitely maintains very well. Because we all talk about the COVID days, immunity is an issue. So all those people who are able to sleep very well, the immune system is absolutely in order. And your metabolism, the body metabolism is absolutely in function very well. And we have the hormones, which are nicely regulated, and they work and they are absolutely in order. Sleep is of 3 types. Now let us understand, okay, just before going into that, let us understand. Suppose I don't sleep properly, what happens? Sleep leads to stress and depression. Today, we meet a lot of people who are sleep deprived, and they are into insomnia, they are into depression, they are into stress. They have a lot of issues in their body. They're not able to manage themselves at all. So we see normally any psychic people who have psychological problems, they will all be sleep deprived. Or they oversleep, but again, it is kind of a deprivation because, as I told earlier, it is not the quantity of sleep that is important, it is the quality of sleep that is important. Next, if you see, the blood pressure levels will become too high or become too low. It will become erratic, it will change so frequently. They won't be able to manage. People have a lot of headaches, mainly migraine, because when you don't sleep, your mind is not in order. Your brain does not function properly. So you'll get all kinds of neurological problems. Your stress, your neurological functions, your movements, everything will have a problem. And as I told earlier, the immunity comes down. Your immune system becomes weaker. You become prone to small infections. As you all know, the body has 7 endocrine glands, starting with the sexual gland to the pineal gland. There are 7 glands. The secretions does not be in order. And people put on a lot of weight. A lot of people who are, sometimes they lose weight or they become obese. Because when you're not in good sleep, for some people, depending upon the body structure, condition, some people put on overweight or they become very lean. When they become very lean, they become absolutely unhealthy. And a lot of mental disorders, Alzheimer's, a lot of other issues. I see a lot of people with ADHD issues, hypertension issues. Okay, they get all kinds of problems we see when you are not able to sleep properly. Now, let us go into the stages of sleep. When you say stage of sleep, what happens when you hit the bed? When you go to the bed in the night, there are 3 stages. One is the beginning stage, where you are about to sleep. You're on the bed, you've done your Kayakalpa, you're on the bed, and just you're the beginning stage, you're closing your eyes, and slowly sleep overcomes you. Then you'll go to the dream stage. Dreams, all of us get dreams in our sleep. Irrespective of whether you're healthy, unhealthy, dreams will always be there. Some dreams we remember, some we don't. But there are hundreds of dreams every day or every night. And then you go to the deep sleep stage. This is the most important thing. See, there are also 2 more stages of sleep. One is called the REM sleep and the NREM sleep. REM sleep and the NREM sleep. REM stands for rapid eye movement. NREM stands for non-rapid eye movement sleep. When you are in the beginning stage of your sleep, you are in the kind of a REM sleep, REM sleep. The eye flutters continuously. Your body muscles slowly get, loosen. Okay, then you hit the dream stage. Then slowly go into the NREM sleep, non-rapid eye movement sleep. That's where your brain functions, start functioning very well, and your metabolism is very good. Your body excretes, all the unnecessary waste are eliminated. Your immune system become better, and you feel better. Now, what is deep sleep? See, actually, unless you go to deep sleep, your body will not carry out all the required functions during sleep. Many times people tell me, I slept for 10 hours, 8 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours. What is important is, have you gone to deep sleep? What is important is, at least 4 to 5 hours you must spend in deep sleep. So as I told earlier, it is not the quantity of sleep, it is the quality of sleep. When I say quality, what I mean by quality, how much time I have spent in deep sleep. Suppose you say that I go to deep sleep, but I wake up. Today we see a lot of people who have problems. They wake up so many times in the night, they have to go to the toilet to pass urine, or they are disturbed, or mentally they're not stable. So they do not hit the deep sleep stage at all. They don't do that, the body becomes tired. They wake up, they'll say, I'll sleep for 8 hours. Now, how can I find out whether I've slept very well or not? The question could be, okay, did I sleep very well or not? Okay, morning when you wake up, if you're fresh, your body is very cooperating, you feel very happy, then it means that you have slept well. It also means that you have gone to deep sleep adequately. But morning when you wake up, suppose you're not happy, you feel tired, you want to hit the bed again, you want to feel like going and sleeping again, it means you're not slept well. It also means that you're not gone to deep sleep. See, for you go to deep sleep, the dreams can be of use. Sometimes we get dreams which are very negative, which are very threatening. Somebody is chasing you. Something is happening negative in your life. Something is fearful. Then what happens is your sleep will get disturbed and you will not be able to go to deep sleep. But suppose you are able to get all positive dreams, very pleasant dreams, maybe romantic, something very interesting, something very positive in your life. These kind of positive dreams will help your quality of your sleep, and you'll be able to sleep much better. So what is important is, it is not the quantity of sleep, it is the quality of sleep and how much time I spend in the deep sleep. There are people who go to the bed, they go to deep sleep very fast. They do not spend 8 hours in the bed, not required. Even 5 hours, 6 hours, they'll become very fresh. Meditators. Take our Prime Minister, Narendra Modi. He is very, very active. He sleeps only for about 5 hours in a day because he goes to the bed, lies on the bed, hits the deep sleep very fast. So you move out of your beginning stage and your dream stage very fast, go deep sleep, and your body gets absolutely fresh. So even 4 or 5 hours of sleep can make you very fresh for the next day. Okay, now, why should I go to deep sleep? What is the rhythm of the body? There's something called a biological clock. See, all our bodies, okay, are controlled, okay, by the biorhythm. To see our body, not only the anus muscles excrete. There are 12 vital organs in our body. Every organ excretes. There's a time which organ at what time should excrete. There's a schedule given by nature. The 24-hour clock cycle, see on the right side, the circadian rhythm. Okay, the biorhythm is called the circadian rhythm. This is 24 hours is divided into by 2 hours for every part of the body, and it just manages to complete rhythm. Now, this circadian rhythm, okay, has to happen in the proper proportion. Okay, now, and every 2 hours, one particular vital organ of your body excretes. When does the brain excrete? When should it be the lungs? When kidney, liver, gallbladder, like that, heart. There are 12 organs which are managed within this 24 hours. And when you are in your circadian rhythm cycle, okay, when you are in the midnight, for example, there is something called the melatonin, which is a sleep hormone. This sleep hormone secretion happens only when you are in the deep sleep. For example, you say I slept for 8 hours, but you're tired in the morning. It means you're not hit the deep sleep and your secretion of melatonin is affected. If melatonin is not secreted, your biorhythm will not happen properly. The circadian rhythm, to function effectively, it requires melatonin. Melatonin will not secrete during the daytime. It will secrete only in the night, from 9 o'clock in the night till morning 6 o'clock. Between this 9 o'clock in the night till 6 o'clock in the morning, at least 4 to 5 hours, you must be in deep sleep. Then it will secrete. So, what you should do? Why is that like that? That's the way nature has built it. If suppose in the day, suppose a lot of people tell me, I sleep in the night time, I go for night shift. Fine, that's okay. But if you're not going to sleep in the night, your body will not secrete melatonin and your sleep rhythm will be disturbed and you cannot do anything about it. When you're young, the deprivation will not have much of problem. As you grow older, you hit 40s and 50s, this problem will come into fore. I see a lot of children nowadays, young children, they have the PCOD problem. They have headaches, they have stomach aches. Okay, young girls have a problem with menstrual cycles. There are young couples, they can't conceive. They have endometrium issues. So many issues they have. I attribute 2 reasons. One is the food they eat. Second is sleep, they are deprived. So they have to be healthy. That ensure that they sleep during this night cycle and they should hit the deep sleep and ensure the secretion of melatonin happens. Because when there is light, when there is sunlight, the biorhythm will not work and the melatonin will not secrete. So what is very important is you must ensure that you are sleeping only in the night time. See, sometimes what happens is we don't sleep properly. The shifting of food happens. Right, 10 o'clock I go to sleep. 9:30 I'll go have my dinner. Because then what happens is your body is busy digesting. Your body is busy digesting. Obviously, you'll not be able to sleep properly. So what you should do is complete your dinner 2 hours before food. So when you do that, automatically your body will get ready. So this is called the sleep rhythm, the circadian rhythm, which is extremely important, and we should ensure that all these are absolutely managed. Now, there's something called the cytokines. The cytokines are the heroes of the immune system. If your body, if you see, the immune system is managed through the cytokines. When you are having proper sleep, the cytokines function in a proper way, and they'll ensure that the body builds a good immune system. It's kind of a protein the body secretes. Suppose, for example, I don't sleep properly. It's not adequate. The cytokines circulation comes down, and you start having problem with your immune system. Such people will have frequent infections, inflammations, and they will not be able to manage such situations. So, actually, there are people who are sleep deprived, where the cytokines don't work properly. Such people will also have problems with vaccines. I take a dose, but it doesn't work. There are people who are telling me, okay, I've taken my booster dose, but still I got COVID. That's because the system is not adequate. The body is not capable of managing the cytokines, and so the immunity is not get built adequately. Now, what I should do? Yes, we have discussed about all this. Now, what I should do about this? Now, how all I should prepare myself for a good sleep? As I told earlier, the best time to sleep is the night time, between 10 o'clock to 8 o'clock in the morning. Sorry, between 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. in the morning. You bring the 8 hours cycle, at least 6 to 7 hours you must sleep very well. As I told earlier, old people, children, and sick people, they have to sleep for longer hours for the body to manage. Now, what you should do next is sleep at the same time every day. That is, suppose you sleep at 10 o'clock in the night, make it a practice. One day sleep at 8 o'clock, one day at 12 o'clock, one day at 1 o'clock. The body will worry what will happen. The body will not know how to manage. There are people who travel a lot. They have the problem of jet lags. I go from Europe, I go to US, I go to, say, Far East. I keep changing the time zones. The jet lag will have a problem. So immediately the body will think, I am in the time zone. Now 10 p.m. So body will not be able to sleep properly. So if you're going to have that frequently jet lagging, then you'll have an issue. So when you are in one place, you manage that for every day. Okay, when you go to the bed, you go at the same time, including weekends. No, weekends I sleep for a longer time. I go to sleep very late. I watch movies. That is not ideal. Then coming to family relationships, you go to the bed. How's your partner? But you and your partner, how is the relationship? How's your marital life? How's your sexual life? When you have this in a proper balance, that help you gain good sleep cycles and emotional cycles. You go to bed, your mind is thinking too much. A lot of thoughts come to you. Emotional balance is not there. Automatically, there is a lot of stress, which will lead to difficulty in sleeping. And we should avoid daytime napping. See, what people do is they sleep for an afternoon siesta. They'll have about 3-4 hours they sleep in the afternoon, which is not good. Because you sleep in the afternoon, obviously night sleep will not be there. But I will not say that afternoon sleep is bad, but afternoon sleep is not a replacement for not sleeping in the night. You sleep in the night very well. Could take about an hour nap or half an hour nap in the afternoon is fine. But if you're going to sleep for long hours in the afternoon and deprive the sleep in the night, then it is absolutely wrong. Then again, as I told earlier, the dinner to sleep time must be about 2 hours gap so that the body digestion cycle happens the 2 hours time and the body is ready prepared for sleeping. And normally keep your dinner quantity of food lower. Maybe you can keep it about maybe 1/4 or 1/3 of your normal afternoon meal. Okay, that way if you do, that is better. And avoid sugar and carbohydrates in the night dinner. Okay, and the light exposure must be absolutely dark. The room where you want to sleep must completely darkened. See, it is not that he's cheating. Okay, the biorhythm. One person asked me, can I do one thing? I'm working in the night time. I have to sleep only in the daytime, no choice. Can I cover my room, completely dark the room? I asked him, whom are you cheating? Cheating yourself, not the nature. Nature knows whether it's nighttime or daytime. So by doing that, you cannot help. So your time has to be night and it's got to be dark. And in the night also, don't have too much of light in your room. Okay, you don't have screen time. Don't have any time. Sorry, don't have any light in the room. Okay, if you want to have a very, very small bedroom light, very for your safety or whatever, you can have, otherwise you can avoid that also. Make it pitch dark, that's better. And daytime, you must be exposed to natural light. Because my room is dark, that they remain the same dark room all through the day, not right. You must be able to completely avoid night in the light, and daytime you must be in the fresh air and good, in an adequate light, sunlight. And gadgets must be switched off at least 2 hours before sleep. See why? Because these gadgets, they emit this blue rays. The blue rays think it is still sunshine. The body thinks it is still sunshine, so they will not secrete melatonin. Because melatonin will secrete only when it is dark, when sun is not there. These blue rays will give a false feeling to the body that it is not night yet. So let me not secrete melatonin. So at least switch off your blue screen, your mobiles, your laptops, your TV screens, at least 2 hours, before you sleep. And please avoid night movies, late night movies. Yes, once in a while it's fine, but if you're going to do it very frequently, your biorhythm will be definitely affected. Also, avoid, alcohol, smoking, all these things. It will have an impact on your sleep. If you're going to have coffee, it's fine, but too frequent a coffee, and coffee during the night time will definitely have an impact on your body. And some people go for workouts. They go for walking. Such thing is not good. That will not help you to manage your sleep better. So my request also one more thing is what you should do is get up at the same time. Morning, when you wake up in the morning, try to keep same time you wake up, 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, whatever time, so that the routine is same. So body understands that and manages accordingly. Then evening, what you can do is reduce your water intake from about say 7, 8 o'clock. Reduce the amount of water you drink, so that there's no need for you to hit the toilet so frequently. Daytime, you work out very well. Do all the sky yoga exercises. Possible take some walk. That will help you to become bodily will become better, and your body will absolutely be tired by the night time. And what you can do is, to get good sleep, you can do some good pranayama exercises. Pranayama exercises are very, very good. That will help you manage your biorhythm. Your relaxation techniques of Maharishi is very good. That will help you to get good sleep. And ensure that your bedroom is only for the purpose of sleep and sex. That bedroom should not be a room for televisions. Should not be a room for you having your lunch or dinner. Because the complete harmony in the room is disturbed. And ensure that there are absolutely no noise and you're absolutely quiet and you're totally relaxed. Fine. By all this, can I still sleep well? See, what you should do is, when you go into the bedroom, you lie on the bed. You are still not able to sleep. Immediately sleep does not come. So what you should do? Lie on the bed. Do your Maharishi's practices. What you can do is, just lie on the bed, do Shanti meditation. Then you can do your massage, your 14-point acupressure and relaxation. And once you do the relaxation, maybe you can do it in Swamiji's voice, and that will ensure you are able to sleep very well. All the people, I've seen a lot of people who have these issues with regard to their health, not able to sleep properly. When they practice Kai, the sleep is beautiful. So do your 40-minute acupressure and relaxation, and slowly, you get into that biorhythm and you can sleep very well. Still you have a problem. I have done my exercises, I have done my acupressure, I have done my relaxation, still I'm not able to sleep. That means your mind is thinking too much. So what you should do is, as you lie in the bed, continuously lie in the bed, you have done your relaxation. Now then you take thought by thought. A lot of thoughts coming to you. Positive thoughts will aid your sleep. The thoughts are negative, your sleep will be disturbed. So take one thought by one thought. To a negative thought, normally what we do, we put multiple negative thoughts. Tomorrow I have examination. Oh, I didn't study well. Tomorrow I may not score good marks. I lose the examination. Like that, one thought will become multiple thoughts. So what you should do is, instead of putting negative thoughts for every thought, take a negative thought, put a positive thought on top of it. Tomorrow I have examination. No, I will do well. I have prepared very well. I'll manage. It's all right. Okay, like that, if you put a positive thought, the thought will go. So take one thought by one thought. Okay, understand the thought, put a positive thought to every thought. Then slowly, one thought, every thought will go off. By then, you must be able to sleep very well. Still, you're not able to sleep? Count from 100 to 0. Just close your eyes fully. You say 100, 99. Subconsciously, within your mind, not loudly, just within your mind. 100, 99, 98, 97. Like that, if you just keep on going towards the 0, the sleep will come. Still, you have a problem to sleep. It means there is something subconsciously affected. As you all know, mind is of 3 levels: the conscious mind, the subconscious mind, and the unconscious mind. But I'm talking to you at the conscious mind level. But deep inside, something telling you, will this be all right? Will I be all right? That is your subconscious mind. The mind gets disturbed. The mind gets disturbed, it will deprive you of sleep. Then what you should do is approach a psychologist or somebody who can help you, or approach a Sky professor who can help you, okay, manage sleep better. I handle a lot of people who are not able to sleep properly. Then what you can do is, we can go to the subconscious mind, give them strokes, give them a very positive input there. That will help. Some people I also see, there's a lot of male people, men, they have this prostate problem. Prostate is one very important organ, okay, which does not function properly. They're not able to hold urine. So in the night, 2 to 3 times or 4 times, they have to go to the toilet to empty their bladder. Such people also, can you do our Kayakalpa practices that will help really do very well. There's something called sleep apnea. See, many of us have snoring problem. Hope you have seen a lot of people snoring. Why you snore? Because the track from your mouth to the throat, the track for your food pipe and the windpipe is only one pipe. Only in your throat, it divides into 2. So when you lie down on the bed, this pipe gets constricted, becomes slightly pressed. When it's pressed, what happens is the air movement becomes a problem. The air movement is a problem. Body puts effort to send the air out. That noise, that effort comes at like a snoring. But a lot of people who even stop breathing in the night, that's called sleep apnea. That is, they'll lie down on the bed, they'll go to the starting stage, dream stage, and they're about to go to the deep sleep. They'll stop breathing itself. For a few seconds, they'll stop breathing. Then this body will wake them up subconsciously. They will not even know that they're doing this. Subconsciously, they'll wake up. Again, they'll starting stage, dream stage. Again, they go to deep sleep. Again, they'll wake up. This happens to many people, but a lot of people, it happens many times in the night. If it happens so frequently in the night, you will not be able to sleep properly. Your body will have problems. Sometimes it can become fatal. There are people who have suffered, okay, they cannot, because if you stop breathing for some time, it means you're going to have a big issue. So what we should do for such cases, because these people cannot sleep properly and every morning they are tired. So sleep apnea cases, I see a lot of ENT doctors, they take them into a surgical procedure. They do a surgery on the throat, the nasal area, and they do some surgery requirements. My suggestion would be is, such people, they need not go for a surgery. They can try a CPAP machine or a BiPAP machine. CPAP means continuous positive air pressure. Okay, this machine, what it does do is, you like a mask you put on your mouth or on your face or in your nasal. There are different masks available. To put them in your body or in your nasal cavity or in your facial cavity or in your mouth. When you do that, you connect to the power. This equipment pushes air inside your system. So when it pushes air inside, with force air is going inside, then you will not have problem of this sleep deprivation, and you'll not have problem of sleep apnea, and you'll be able to sleep very well. You'll go to deep sleep much faster. So these are some of the sleep techniques, okay, sleep issues people face. And let me tell you very clearly, all those people who practice Sky, simplified Kundalini Yoga or Vethathiri Maharishi, have come out of this very comfortably, very easily, and they can manage life much better. And I'm sure if any of you have such issues, if any people known to you have issues, ask them to practice our exercises continuously. And they also can do meditation and Kayakalpa over a period of time. Definitely they'll be able to come out of this and sleep very well and have a healthy mind and a healthy body. That's what I want to share with you. On that note, I want to thank all of you for your time. And if there are any questions, I can take questions now. Thank you, Madam Bhati ma'am. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you very much, sir. It's an excellent speech, sir. That is science of sleep. You explained very well. What are the precautions we have to take? What are the ways we need to follow so that we can have good sleep during nights? That is our country's night time. Thank you very much, sir, for your eye-opening. My dear friends, whoever wants to have asked any questions, you can just raise your hand. We will unmute you. You can ask. You can even discuss anything on sleep.
Mr. Suresh Palraj.
Suresh Palraj is there. Yes.
Unmuted you, sir. You can unmute yourself.
Yes, I have done it. Suresh Palraj. Yes.
Yeah, Mr.
Thank you,
Suresh.
madam. Thank you, Ayya, for wonderful explanation on the topic of sleep. My question, Ayya, is about the children. Now they have so much of homework. It makes them to work even during until midnight and after midnight. And you mentioned the melatonin is very important. And they have to sleep, around the time before midnight. So in such cases, how do we, help them, Ayya?
Very good, sir. Excellent question, sir. See, I only tell that it's a matter of planning. Okay. My request is these children, what they do is they sleep for about 6 to 7 hours or about 5 hours. They sleep during the daytime. They study in the night time. My request to you is during examination time, very close to the examination, they can take because they want to study late in the night. Their fear of the examination, all is there. That's okay. But routinely, let them not be awake during the night time. Because whatever you say, steps you take, the impact will be there. You can't avoid it. My child want to do for IAS. They want to go group 1. They want to do this. They want to go JEE, NEET examination. Let it be anything. A body does not care about it. It follows the rhythm. It follows the cycle. It does not change. So if a child is going to do something close to the examination, it's fine. But otherwise, routine sleep must be a normal sleep pattern. That's the only way it can manage, sir.
Thank you, yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Suresh.
Definitely. And another question, if I may.
Yeah, please.
Some people are taking the sleep medicine also to get a good night's sleep as well. That might have side impact, but people follow that. What is your recommendation, Ayya, there?
Okay. See, actually, definitely these medicines are not going to make you sleep very well. You ask anybody who takes medicines for sleeping, morning when they wake up, are they fresh or they are not fresh? 99% they will say they are not fresh. They feel tired because you are only cheating the brain and you're just cheating the sleep cycle and just puts you to sleep. These medicines will have a lot of side effects. They will have problems of, constipation. They'll have headaches. They will have problems with your bowel movements. Okay. So many problems will be there. Okay. There are young children will have problems with their other issues. Okay. So my request is let them not take these medicines. Okay. If there must be a last resort where there's no other choice, where there are people who cannot manage their life cycles. Okay. If they can manage without medicines, that is the best. Sky Yoga will definitely come in handy to such people. Let them try that. It will be a big boon to them. Thank you, Mr. Suresh.
Sendil?
Mr. Sendil, you want to ask any
Sendil,
questions?
I had unmuted him. Sendil sir, are you there? Okay.
Yeah, Mr. Sendil, you said yes. Where is your? You can just raise your hand, sir.
Sir,
You can raise your hand so we'll. Yeah, Mr. Ramesh, we unmuted you.
Yes.
You can unmute yourself. Yeah, Mr. Ramesh.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Olga Olamudan.
Olga.
Yeah, the lecture was quite informative, and we could have a deep insight into the problems associated to sleeplessness. Yeah, my question is with respect to, I mean, as one of my, a friend just previously asked about the kids. I'm also, my question is also with respect to the kids. Nowadays, I could see the children's, I mean, even my own child is undergoing big stress. And even in the night, they talk about what they do in the class or in the outside the class, and often, I mean, thinking and talking about the things that they are undergoing in the class. And it's literally it worrying us that a child is being deprived of sleep, and then it's going through a lot of stress. My question is there any program to make these children's, I mean, especially during the weekends, if you have some online programs to make them mind calm, like doing some pranayamas or doing some exercises. Of course, I do it. I'm regularly practicing it, but the thing is, I'm not able to make my child to do it because we are working in a different locations, and then different. That's the problem. But my question is there a way that you do any online courses for the kids, especially?
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. See, we do online courses for the children. Okay, we have two kinds of courses. One is the foundation course. It runs for 12 days. We do it in 4 languages: English, Tamil, Telugu, and Kannada. It starts on the 1st and 16th of every month. Runs for 12 continuous days. We have early morning and late evening. Morning 6 to 8, evening 7 to 9. This one full course where we talk about exercises, Kayakalpa, and meditation. Suppose you think the child cannot attend all the 12 days. Put your child through a Kayakalpa course alone. Kayakalpa course runs every second Sunday. Okay, every second Sunday for 3 hours, morning 6 to 9 or evening 6 to 9. Both options are available. These courses will say morning and evening. Morning and evening is the same. You can attend morning or evening, or both they can attend. Or they can go to a center nearby, attend the class also. But a lot of children, they attend in our classes. We see a lot of impact, a lot of young children. Only condition is they must have attended puberty. If it is a girl, must be puberty crossed, and 6 months after that. The boy, 14 years and above. But for exercises, age is not a problem. 5 years and above, they can do exercises. Only for Kayakalpa and meditation, they must have crossed the 12 or 14 years, depending upon the boy or a girl. Fine, sir. Sandhya ji, you want to ask something?
Sandeep Kumar is also there.
Yeah.
Sir.
Yeah, Mr.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Sorry, previously I tried to unmute, but it was not working, but now it's working. Thank you. I also messaged me my question. So I had same problem few years back, but then I'm not having a sleep problem now, because the solution provided was basically to avoid caffeine, which you said already in your PPTs, that avoid caffeine after 12 in a day, and also have 4 pistachios before going to sleep. Which is what I'm following at the moment, but I'm not sure, because you say the tablet is basically freezing the nerves. Is pistachio will also do the same thing? I don't know. So do you have any idea about that? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure about the pistachio gives you, sleep or not. I'm not sure. But pistachio, what you can do is pistachio, you can take even, grapes, dry grapes. Okay, you can take, these things, you can put them in the water, soak them in the water, have it in the morning. They'll give you a lot of energy.
Okay.
But whether they'll induce sleep, I'm not very sure. But definitely, it will help you for a good health. Okay. Overnight, you can soak them in water. Then morning, you can have it for a healthy, body.
Sure. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Nice presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you
very much, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Sanjay
Sandhya,
ji.
ma'am.
Unmute
Ma'am,
yourself.
Sandhya, are you?
Okay, yes.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think now I can. Yeah.
Yes,
I'll
ma'am.
call him out, sir. What I'm having facing problem is though I sleep at 10 o'clock or between 10 and 11, early morning around 3:34 or like 4:30, I get wake up. I get what you say, I get shivering and I wake up. And I hope to sometime I will not get sleep. I'll be active. So I'll start doing some work or I'll be lying down in bed. What happens is if I wake up and do some activity at home, for example, I will not have the energy in the whole day. I'll get very tiredness and sleepiness. So what I started doing is like, now I'm like practicing or I'm doing japam or I'm reading Bhagavatam. Now I think I did the foundation course. Actually, I'm an old student. I left in between. So I was looking for what I should do. I should go back to Vethathiri Maharishi and get the practice. So now I have connected. So I'm like following and I'm trying to do meditation or do exercise and do something. But what happens is in the daytime I go weak. I get drowsiness, sleepy, tiredness. So I don't know either there is some other reason or do I have a vitamin D deficiency or iron deficiency? I'm a vegetarian, so B12 also it's very hard to get. So I don't know whether is there any nutrition lack in me. I don't know.
Okay, good, very good, ma'am. Let me just clarify this. See, actually, let us not worry about the nutrition part right now. First important thing is you're waking up at 3 o'clock for 3:30 and you're not fresh, you're tired. So it means you're not sleeping adequately. 10 o'clock you're sleeping, this is good enough. 10 to even 3 is good enough, 5 hours is good enough if you are going to deep sleep. Maybe because there's some disturbance, some thoughts in your mind, or the dreams are negative dreams, or some disturbing dreams are there, so you're not able to go to deep sleep. Just understand, just analyze that. To do an introspection, that help you. So what you should do is, okay, yesterday I did not sleep. Morning when you wake up 3:30, just lie down on the bed and imagine what thoughts coming to you. Okay, and if you're not fresh, definitely there's something bothering you. That's the way reason you're not able to go to the deep sleep. So that is important, ma'am. Okay, don't worry about the, diet right now. So there is something bothering you. Try to avoid that particular thing. Okay, and manage that easily. Okay, and I'm sure you will have to go to deep sleep. Definitely, sky practice will help you to achieve it much faster. Even if you do proper our exercises, meditation, and Kayakalpa properly, 10 o'clock if you sleep, 4 o'clock you get up, or 3:30 you get up, you'll be fresh. For sure. It's possible. You can achieve that. Okay, you try that, ma'am. It will work. Any help required, please call any of us. Actually, anybody here, you want to talk to any of the professors or to me, you can call me. I'll put my number in the chat box. Okay, I'll share the number. You can call me. Thank you, Sandhya. I already answered your question.
Thank you.
Ramesh was there.
Thank you.
Mr. Ramesh, had you asked questions, sir? Mr. Ramesh was there. He was unmuted. And then comes Manjula, ma'am. Ramesh, Manjula.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. I just finished my question, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Okay. And then Mr. Palraj had asked another question regarding doing early morning Brahma Muhurta meditation. He has asked.
Yeah. See, actually, there are two Muhurtams, Rishi Muhurtam and Brahma Muhurtam. 3 to 4:30 is Rishi Muhurtam. 4:30 to 6 is Brahma Muhurtam. These time, let us not worry about Rishis, Brahma, all that. Let us not worry about that right now. This is a time when the cosmic energy is very good. Okay, the universal mannerism is very, very good, very positive. That time, if you do meditation or your exercises, you will feel very, very fresh. the body takes a lot of good thing onto your system. Okay, the energy levels will be very, very high. So if it's possible, okay, we get up at 4 o'clock or 3:30, you can get up and do that, is the best. Okay, because if you see your body also, this is a time when your lungs will start working. To see the circadian rhythm, this is a time for your lungs to work. So there's the right time for you to do meditation or exercises or mainly pranayama also. That really helps. Thank you, Mr. Suresh. Yeah, who's next, please?
Manjula. Are you there, ma'am? Manjula? Okay. Anyone else? Nalini, ma'am? Nalini, ma'am? Ma'am, Nalini?
Yeah. Sandhya Kumar, I was just unmuting you, sir.
Sir, thank you, sir. Thank you all.
Thank you.
This answer you gave for the Brahma Muhurtam was nice. Thank you very much. But I still have this one doubt always in my mind. I just thought
Please.
I would ask you is because I'm from United Kingdom, so here the Brahma Muhurtam varies between the time to time. So now it's at 5 o'clock, but as it moves towards summer, it goes up to 2 o'clock. So I don't know whether that Rishi time and Brahma Muhurtam changes along with it, or do I just stick to what the timing you said?
Same time. Don't stick to the same time only. Your they move that 1 hour, 2 hours, the movement they do, that doesn't matter. You still stick to the same 3 o'clock, 3:30 time.
Okay, thank you, sir.
3 to 6 is the cycle for the Brahma Muhurtam and Rishi Muhurtam. 3 to 4:30 or 4:30 to 6, the rest of the time zone. Even in the same country, UK, you have the daylight saving time. Okay.
Yes.
So whatever time they tell you, that time only you follow.
Okay, sir.
So
Thank you,
just
sir.
because
Thank
you're
you.
saving 1 day, you have to go 1 hour early, no, not required.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Mr. Suresh, yeah. Ms. Hema Rao.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. Volga Madam.
Volga Madam, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Good explanation about the sleep, sir. Yes, I want to ask one thing, because I do get irrelevant dreams in the sleep. What could be the reason? Then I want to know that Shanti meditation can be done after 10 o'clock in the night, sir.
Yeah. Okay, ma'am. The dream is relevant, irrelevant. I don't know how you're saying
irrelevant. It is irrelevant.
No. It may be a negative dream. Okay.
Yeah.
See, basically, ma'am, dreams are unexpressed wishes. Okay, unfulfilled thoughts. They come as dreams. It need not be your thought. Could be a thought from your, previous generation also. Okay, so these dreams are there, which will come and spoil your sleep, or it may help your sleep also. Okay, so the second thing you asked, what do you ask this?
That Shanti meditation can be done after 10:30.
You can do. Yes, ma'am. You can do after 10:30 also. You can do. Okay, you just before go to the bed, sit for about 10 minutes. You can do Shanti yoga, and then you can go to sleep.
The another thing is I'm not able to continue that practice of Kayakalpa and this exercise, sir. Then how can I prepare my doing exercise and Kayakalpa? Because
Now,
I do miss many times.
No, you can't. Why you can't do? Time problem or?
That is not a time problem. That due to lethargic and laziness, I'm not able to do that.
Okay. Whom do you love more, ma'am? Whom do you love the most?
Obviously, my family.
Your family.
Yeah.
Today onwards, let us change that. Okay. Okay. Start loving Hema Rao first, then your family.
Yeah.
Your family should be good. Okay. Madam Hema Rao should be very good. Then only you can take care of your family. Okay. Because we all love our husbands, children, wives. Okay. We don't bother about ourselves. Let us allocate time for our own self. Let us find some time, because today we don't know how long you're going to live. As long as we should live happy and healthy. For that, Sky practice will be very useful.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Nalini ma'am, Manjula ma'am. You are unmuted, Nalini ma'am, Manjula ma'am. You can ask questions. Are you there? Manjula, Nalini.
Manjula Kini from
In the meantime,
Nice.
can I
Well,
ask?
Yeah, Mr. Suresh.
Yeah. So you mentioned about preparing before going to bed, doing some Shanti meditation. So I try to shut down my mind like 1 hour before going to bed. So I typically go to bed around, I try to go between 10 to 10 p.m. in the night, but around 9:30 or so, I start, for a few minutes and things like that. I listen to Maharishi's speech and then I go. But do you have, any other recommendations? Of course,
Yeah.
you mentioned about Shanti meditation, but anything else, Ayya?
Okay. So let me just tell you a few things, sir. Good you ask this question. 8 o'clock, you finish your dinner. But it's about 10 o'clock, you go to sleep. Between 7:30 to 8, you finish your dinner. After that, don't have anything very strong. That is, no rock music. Okay. No, heavy work. No screen time. Try to avoid that. Then what you can do is spend about an hour with your family. Just play with the children. Okay. Spend time with your wife. Just talk. You can listen to some light music, very nice instrumental music, or some pleasant music. If you go to the internet, there are a lot of soothing music available. Okay, you can listen to that. Okay, that will help you to sleep better. Then, very important thing is sleep in the same bed every day. Don't change the position of the bed. Don't keep moving to one room to other room. Don't do that. Okay, and what you do is the same time every day you're going to sleep. Same bed you're going to sleep. Okay, and then before you're on the bed, do Kayakalpa. Okay, if required, acupressure. See, acupressure and all only if you required. Just Kayakalpa will do actually. For people who don't get sleep only, I'm talking about acupressure or Shanti meditation, all that. So do this, definitely help you, sir. There could be some people, but in spite of all this, there could be issues. You must consult a doctor, or you can call one of us. We will help you. Possibly we can see some where we can help you actually. Yeah. Sandhya Kumar says, after Kayakalpam, I tells Arun Kapu and Sankalpam 3 times. This is very good. See, also what you can do is, you can stroke yourself. I'm lying in the bed, I'm saying, today is 10 o'clock. You're telling yourself, 10 o'clock, today I had a beautiful day. I'm going to sleep now. And tomorrow morning, 5 o'clock, I'm going to wake up for a wonderful time. So you're telling your subconscious mind, automatically wake you up. You don't require alarm to wake you up. Because your body is very powerful to listen to you. So you can try that also, you can try. Yes, Manjula ji.
Valga Valamudan, sir.
Valga Valamudan. Yes, ma'am.
Like if I'm too tired now, I won't get sleep at all. Usually people will tell if they're tired like that, they'll sleep nicely. But if I'm tired, I won't get sleep properly.
Madam,
So,
there are 2 things. One, the body, physically you're tired.
Yeah.
Then you must get sleep. But second condition, mentally you should be peaceful. That is not met. In your case, if you are saying you are physically tired, mentally not cool, you will not sleep. So mentally if you're disturbed, a lot of thoughts coming into your mind, you cannot sleep. So possibly the second one is a problem for you. Physically you're tired the whole day, but when you go to the bed, your thoughts are coming, too many thoughts are coming. So mentally you are not in a state of mind to sleep. Obviously you cannot sleep. So people say that you must be tired to sleep. Yes, but they did not tell you must be also mentally peaceful to sleep. That's why I told you, take one thought by one thought, put a positive thought, the thought will go. Still you can't do it, count under 2, 1. That will help you. Still you can't do it, talk to Janaki.
No, not like that. Regularly I'll sleep. Like if I do some extra work or if I do journey at that time and all, I'll be very tired. Now at that time, like a place will be changed. So like at that time I can't sleep.
Possible. See that there are some people, ma'am, they can sleep any place, they can sleep very easily. For example, if you take my case, okay, I've been a nomad. Okay, I keep traveling a lot. So whichever hotel I go, whichever place I go, I can sleep just like that. But there are people, okay, one day they go to somebody else's house, they cannot sleep. Because they are tuned like that. Okay, so it's because they're not used to that. Don't travel much.
Okay.
But there are people who travel a lot. For them, you tell them to sleep in the platform, they'll sleep. Okay, sleep in a small place, they'll sleep. Okay, sleep with a lot of mosquitoes, they'll sleep. But some people, they require everything in tired, no mosquitoes at all. Okay, the light should be, the rhythm should be good. There will be no noise, no light. There are people like that. So how you're tuned, how you got used to it, that matters.
And one more this thing I'm having a question. Sometimes what happen like I'll get a dream. Like after a few years that dream night comes true. Like I'll be recalling, this incident I have seen in my dream like that. How it is possible like that?
See, dreams are very powerful, man. See, there's a complete dream is a separate subject. Every dream has a meaning. Okay, suppose when I tell somebody what dreams you're getting, depending upon your dreams, I can read you. I can read your life. Okay, because dreams are very powerful. Okay, if you can, dreams can be very positive. Okay, your actions will be very positive. But a lot of people get disturbed dreams. That's where they have problems sleeping. Mr. Senthil Kumar just put a nice thing. To avoid laziness in the morning, I keep my 10th, 12th, PE and MBA certificates framed in front of my bed, along the family picture, to remind myself that all is wasted. We don't keep them myself with good health and good mind. Beautiful, sir. Thank you. So everybody has their own way of doing it. Okay. Yeah. Mr. Suresh asks, what is REM sleep?
Rapid eye movement.
REM stands for rapid eye movement sleep. When you go to the starting stage, the eyeballs will be moving continuously for some time. After some time, as you slowly go into a dream stage and deep sleep stage, it becomes NREM sleep, non-rapid eye movement sleep. So NREM sleep only, your brain works very well and your brain plasticity improves, your metabolism improves, excretion improves, your body gets prepared for the next day. So REM is the starting stage. I mean, again, in the NREM, there are 4 stages. Okay, of course, there are different part of the body which prepares and all that. Okay, so REM stage is the first stage, then becomes the NREM stage. But some people, they don't go to NREM at all because they don't go to deep sleep. So these are issues. So my request is just understand that rapid eye movement sleeps is the starting stage. As I slowly drift into NREM sleep, I go to deep sleep, I get better, I feel good. Next day is wonderful day for me. Thank you, sir. Yeah. Who's next, please? Anybody else?
I think there is no one else.
Okay, so there are no more questions. I want to thank Professor Bharti and all of you for your time and all the organizers who gave me the opportunity. I'll meet you again on some other time, on some other occasion. On that note, I want to thank again Valga Valamudan.
Thank you very much, Professor Dr. M.K. Janaki Raman, sir, for your kind presence and good lecture. Thank you all, dear participants. Daily, we have morning 6 a.m. and evening 6:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time short meditations, different type of meditations. Kindly do join and enjoy the bliss. Also, every Sunday, we have special lectures. Kindly do join with your friends and relatives and enjoy Vethathiri. Thank you all. Be blessed by the divine.
Mr. Suresh, I put my number in the chat box. You can just check that. I'll just put her again.
Nalini ma'am didn't, madam, sir, Nalini ma'am wanted to, but she didn't come online at all.
Madam, you want to ask anything? No, you can ask.
Nalini ma'am, are you here?
Yeah. But Nalini, you want to ask anything?
ಬಾಳಿಗೆ ಸಮೃದ್ಧಿಯೊಂದಿಗೆ.
Yes, ma'am. Valga ma'am.
No, I think I got the answer in your last question. It's an excellent talk, sir. Thank you so much for the same. And I wanted to know whether Kayakalpa just before sleep helps, just before going to bed helps the sleep. So I think you explained it now earlier.
Yeah, it helps, ma'am. Definitely. Yes, you are right.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you, Bharti madam.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you all once again.
Thank you, ma'am. Good night. Valga Valamudan.
Thank you.
Good day. Good night.
ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ನಿನ್ನೆ ಓದಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಹೀಗೆ ತಿರುಗಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ಎಳಗಿದ್ದೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ